is going on, guys? Wonderful, back with another video this week, and I want to show you guys a little bit of what I have here. So this is Pirate Burn or Pirate Aggro, and if you've played Runeterra now for a bit, you'll kind of know what this deck is. So the thing that you're essentially trying to do with this is just run down your opponent. So you have a ton of things that just damage your opponent's face. You just have a bunch of low units. You see your highest units here. I have 5 costs, and that's essentially your GP, which is your finisher. You try to have them leveled by the time you play them, and then your decimate or double up can also work as finishers. So I'll go ahead and explain a bit of the cards in this deck and why they're in here. So first off is the Crackshot Corsair, which when allies attack, it deals 1 damage to the enemy nexus. This card's really cool because you don't have to attack with it in order to get the damage, unlike the Saboteur, which this you see right here, it says attack, right? Deal 1 to the enemy nexus. So this is just a general allies attack, and this works really well, especially right now because there's a lot of Piltover cards that are running Thermal Beam. So turn 1, you almost always want to have either a Crackshot, even sometimes a Butcher. Rear Guard is really good too, instead of playing the Saboteur because of that 2 health, right, on these versus the 1 health. So yeah, this card is really good. You also have Jagged Butcher, which you can very reliably get the Plunger off, and just get a 3/3 on board for 1 mana is really good. You have the Rear Guard, who can't block, but a 1 mana 3/2 is just so insane, and the amount of times this card has just gotten in that damage for me, and it's just a hard card to deal with, right? Because most of the time your opponent isn't going to play something out turn 1, or if they do, it's going to be some small unit, right? It's not going to be able to block, or they're not going to want it to block the Rear Guard. So decent card here, really good in this deck. The Saboteur, like I said, you need to attack with this in order to get the ping, or the 1 damage ping on the enemy nexus. But really good card as well. Usually your opponent's always going to want to trade into this, because if he doesn't, she can snowball the game, right? That 1 damage every turn is a lot to deal with. And then you have the Imperial Demolitionist, really good card as well. Just kind of use it on one of your 2 health or 3 health, whatever, units, and she deals 2 damage to the enemy nexus. That 2 damage is insane, and it really adds up. Really good addition. And basically what you're trying to do here is you play your 1 drops, play your 2 drops, try to attack the enemy nexus as much as you can, but you have like 2 kind of win conditions, right? So you have your regular one, which is just hit their face and win the game, right? And then you have a bunch of things that deal 1 damage, but you also have some clears. Make it rain, which was recently changed to 2 mana, which I think really increased the power level of this deck a ton and kind of brought it back into the meta. It's a very reliable clear. There's a lot of 1 health minions being run right now. So aside from hitting your opponent's face and just kind of winning through sheer early damage, the thing about this deck is you don't really want to be playing past a certain turn, because eventually your opponent gets some heals, or they activate their win conditions, and then you just are in danger of losing the game really quickly after that. So another kind of win condition that you can be trying to do the whole time is activating your Gangplank. And so if you've damaged the enemy nexus 5 different rounds, then he levels. And Gangplank is just such a good, reliable way to end the game, that if your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with him as soon as he's played, then they're just in trouble of getting killed because his level up version turns into a 6/6 obviously, and then round start he summons a powder keg. So when you summon him originally, he does summon a powder keg, but after that, this is every turn, right, that he summons one. And then once you attack, you deal 1 to all enemies in the enemy nexus. Of course, with a powder keg that turns into 2, and if you have more powder kegs from, let's say, Gangplank, which you probably won't, honestly, 2 is, in terms of this deck, 2 is the most powder kegs you usually have at one point. But that's more than enough, right? Dealing 2, that's like an Anivia, leveled up Anivia. You deal 2 to your opponent's whole board, and then with Gangplank 6/6 overwhelm stat line, it's a great way to help you finish off the game in case you're getting to that space you don't want where it's going too late. And then you just have your decimates, deals 4 damage to the enemy nexus. Really, the only thing that can stop this is a deny. If you play around that pretty set, Sprayfin is really good. This draws you your Ferbers, this draws you your Make It Rains. Really the only spells you have that can be drawn by Sprayfin. Really solid card, especially with the elusive. Right now there's a lot of elusive being played, so Sprayfin can get you that. Not only can Sprayfin block elusive units as itself, it can also draw you Make It Rain or Noxian Fervor to survive a turn against the elusive attackers. Misfortune. Usually Misfortune, you just let her kind of die. With this deck, you're definitely not trying to level her. And she just works as like a provider for a damage, right? And usually you attack with her because they're going to want to block her, they're going to want to kill her. So usually you just use her as for her 1 damage attack. Probably 1 turn is more than enough. Iron Ballista, really nuts, overwhelm unit. And with that 4/3 stat line is really solid. And double up as well. Your other big spell other than Decimate, only run 1 copy, but this spell is really good. I usually try to keep it until I know I can get that full 4 damage. So check out the games, see if you like them, and let me know what you think. And hope you enjoy the video and the rest of the gameplay. Peace. Okay, I think this deck low-key counters mine. But I can pull out some wins. I think I've done in the past. So I get rid of one of these and look for like a low-end kind of spell or something. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, there we go. Right here, Brittle Steel is probably like the worst deal. It's really good because nothing of his can really like do anything. Turn 1 against this. Turn 2 certainly he can. Let's just do this. So right here he can probably kill it. He can that's pretty weird. Okay. That's fine. Do you have a 1 mana unit? And then here I think the list is just good against everything. Okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna keep like doing that, which is fine. But he's already like really low. In my GP, I'm at 3 out of 5. He's at 2 out of 5. So that could end up being like a huge something that really matters. I think here I make it rain. So how close am I to leveling GP? Very close. I'm very close to just outright killing him. I think I play her and then I just attack with these 2. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's fine. So my GP attack is really good. Interesting. Okay. I think here I played GP. He might be trying to play Sejuani. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, so he's in a tough position now, I think. Because my GP is leveled, like I said. It's like, bro, you're in a rough spot. Very rough spot. This was kind of weird. I shouldn't have done this. There's so many 1 damage. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. I was just ahead of him every turn, and that's from 1 attack. Okay, so I played this deck earlier today. This deck kind of does counter mine. It's not quite like a lot. I won the last time I played against this, but essentially you're just trying to get your pings. So that's why I play this turn 1. He might have something to block it, but essentially I'm trying to get mine. If you block here, bro, go ahead. Okay. I was gonna say. Yeah, it's essentially a race. And it's also whoever draws. Like if I draw my GP first, or he does, you know, whatever. So now it's not as good for him, right? Because now this takes a damage. It's really good for me. Really? Okay, why do that? That's interesting. That's a really weird play. I don't understand that at all. It might just be Iron Ballista here. Because the Ballista can do a ton here. So he might be looking to not let me do any. If he blocks, oh, he can't even block with that. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, so I might just be like slightly faster than him. I don't know. With Monkey Idol down now, it's a lot closer. So if I hit one of the Monkey Idols, I think I do this. And then I play a Butcher, and I just go all in.
For the glory of Noxus. I'll shoot the wings off a
Crack shot. So I don't think I even blocked this. How stupid is this? It's pretty stupid, but then you'd have to play things that can block. So I'll play one of these. Yeah, let me play one of these. See what they hit. Not the best hits. And I give him a... What is he at? 3 out of 5? Okay. Yeah, not great hits at all. Okay, let's try again here. Okay, so these Monkey Idols, taking those is so fucking neat. Okay. So now my GP is leveled, which is great. I do have this to deal 4 damage at some point. And then, yeah, even this taking damage from this, it doesn't matter.
Not my first gunfight.
First gunfight? Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I'm like racing him down pretty hard. He's already at 6 HP. Which is just really good. So right here he might have parlay maybe. He might be saving parlay as well. So keep that in mind. So I think this turn I play Spray Fin. I do have a lot of good spells here.
Bow to no one.
This is a spell that I need to go through that I need to go through the most.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Born for conquest.
Oh, and I don't even care about that idol yet. Okay. So here I attack his face straight away here. And then he's probably gonna play a spell here. Holy shit. Oh. He's so close to leveling here though. I do this. Yeah. I do this. He has to block one of these. And then he's scared here, right? He's like, he has to kill something or deal some damage to me. Huge. Huge there. Huge. Whatever he uses, it's huge. Okay, perfect. Actually perfect. Now he's at 4 mana.
Keep up, keep up.
Okay.
I was forged by winter.
Oh, it's funny, Sajwadi. You're funny, Sajwadi. So what could he do here? What realistically what? He could have like a kill spell here for that. I think this is the play though. What could he have? I have to do it now. I mean, next turn he has more than enough damage. Hey, let's go, dude. Easy clap. That's a matchup I like to see. No healing. Just takes damage. I think GP is less necessary against it. GP's fine. I could use a 1 mana card actually. Ooh, MF's pretty good.
Just like we practiced.
Butcher at 3 isn't that big of a deal.
Nothing but the stink of sweat.
Look at this. Butcher at 3 is a big deal because of the one damage pings, but also isn't a big deal as well. Okay, so he's just taking all the damage. I love it. Oh man, next turn can be so dirty.
We love it when they run.
Sure.
No prey.
So that summons one thing, and then I can kill the student. And this taking 1 damage doesn't matter. So here, almost for sure, I play the crack shot.
Keep firing till they're dead on the ground. My kind of plan.
So I just want to like maximize the amount of damage I do. I don't care. And then, actually I'll just play double of this, because this is no longer good because of the giant student.
Spin around, throw it down.
Sure. Actually,
In my sights.
I know what I'm doing.
I don't think this cares really.
Who's gonna get in my way?
I don't mind any of these, right? I actually think these are all fine because if he blocks a student here, right, he's not gonna want to block these. Yeah, it's the attack. Almost certainly. Yeah, look at this.
You missed a step.
Let's go. I love it. Okay, nice. So, holy shit.
All in the shoulders.
Oh my god, that's so good for me. Okay. That's fine.
Quick hands make quick work.
I think here the 3 is actually more valuable. 3 HP. 'Cause he has nothing.
That's right. Run!
So I don't mind this student doing some damage here. And this is just good. Yeah. Okay. How do I play this? I think here Make It Rain is just dirty. Oh my god, Make It Rain is so dirty here. Dirty boy. Azir's kind of scary. The good thing is, yeah, I play this. I don't play this yet. Noxian is Ferber's nuts. Okay. He's just kind of scared. I still go in with all of these. I think I keep the shot. So, how does he block? So he blocks probably this here, probably this here, and this here. Takes 2, 4. No, I need 1 unit to live. Right, I do have 1 unit living.
Finger on the trigger.
His Azir lives anyway, yeah. So play them. So, yeah, him not attacking me right away here should be my victory. Still summons them. I hate that. I don't die, do I? 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be fine.
The order is given. Your emperor commands.
Why are you here?
I actually do this. Yeah, just in case of a deny, huh? Yeah. So I lose. Yeah, I lose if he has a deny here. Literally denies the only card that saves him. Shit. Let's go! Easy.